trying to make sure that equipment is working as it should. Right now, Public Service Commissioner for District 3, Devontae Lewis, is joining us live virtually to kind of talk a little bit about those preparations. And Mr. Lewis, what conversations have you had over the last few days as we're bracing for this multi-day rain event?
Absolutely. We are engaging significant conversations in hurricane preparation with the utilities. We require them to file an emergency plan with the commission and emergency contact information, and all of those were due at June 1st. So we're now combing through those, ensuring that they've made the necessary updates for the information, looking at and assessing their generation and transmission, and also having conversations about restoration and recovery. For us, the question is not if the lights go off. Unfortunately, most likely they will, but it's about how fast they get back on. And so we're ensuring through resiliency and reliability that we are where we need to be to weather this 2026 hurricane season.
And Mr. Lewis, we know that you work year round trying to ensure this and making sure that those lights try to stay on or come back as quickly as possible. What have you been doing specifically with Entergy Louisiana, talking about ways to kind of fortify and harden our system to try to keep some of these things from happening frequently?
Absolutely. We know one of the challenges in Hurricane Ida was the transmission line and tower that fell. And so what we have been significantly working on with Entergy Louisiana is improving their transmission capacity, making sure that they are making the necessary upgrades and modifications. We've also seen a significant focus on reliability. The commission's undergoing rules right now to increase the standards for reliability and increase the penalties if utilities aren't making those prudent investments and keeping the power on non-storm related days. And so those are some of the items we're seeing. Entergy has been investing in resiliency, and we've seen significant work around in Jefferson Parish and across the South region. And so these are the things that we talk about every single day that are part of this entire resilient plan to ensure that the power can stay on or come back on very quickly in the event we have a hurricane of any disaster level.
And what is your message to families? You know, it's hard enough to kind of deal with that electricity when it's hot, but then you've got spoiled food maybe and things like that. What is your message to them? What kind of recourse could they possibly take if they do maybe lose power for a few days and then lose what's in their refrigerators?
Well, absolutely. One of the things that I've been deeply concerned about in working is ensure that FEMA, our federal partners, are staffed up and ready for these storms. We know there's been massive turnovers, and they help with the natural disaster assistance, right? Because once we have a certain level of power outages within a community, they qualify for federal food assistance, housing assistance. And so we're making sure that all of those partnerships work together. But my message to residents is to ensure that you have all the necessary items that you can to survive a storm. We know that not everyone can evacuate, so ensuring that you have some non-perishable food, but then also being close and connected. If we have someone with a disability, make sure you call your utility because you can be put on the critical care list to ensure that we restore power to your area first for medical reasons. And so there's a vast variety of things, but make sure that you know what you need to know and ensure that we are going to be working hard to make sure that your lights stay on, but most importantly, that you are not suffering for days and days out without power for mistakes that could have been avoided in the off season.
Absolutely. Devontae Lewis, Public Service Commissioner for District 3. Thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us, educating our viewers. We really appreciate it.